So years ago, we really felt like the Lord wanted us to build a place that was not just a YWAM base, but a home, a place where families could live and grow and serve and learn, and so that was hard to do though when all we had was the dorms, and families would come here, and of course there's only so long a family can live in a dorm, and for many years the option of building cabins was not available because the landowner did not want us to use the lumber. The board of directors did not want us to build since we didn't own it. But 5 years ago that all changed with the donation of the sawmill and other things, and both the landlord agreed to give us access to all the trees on the property, and our board of directors decided that it was important that we go ahead and build in faith, knowing that someday this place would be ours. So 5 years ago we started building the cabins, and we've almost built one every year, but this is the fourth one. And each one has taken a lot of work on the part of many of us, churches, volunteers, mission builders that have come, and each has invested in these homes and made these homes places where families can live. And I just had a couple scriptures I wanted to read before we continued. One of the words that the Lord has given us over the years is that this place was to be a place of refuge. And these have been words that have been spoken over us. And another word for that in the Bible is sanctuary, right? Not sanctuary like the temple, but sanctuary, like a place of refuge, right? And so we find that many people come here for refuge. They come here for healing. They come here for whatever. The time to get to know God and to find their place, their calling. And I just wanted to read this passage out of 1 Chronicles chapter 28, verse 10. It says, "Consider now, for the Lord has chosen you to build a house as the sanctuary. So be strong and do the work." Be strong and do the work. There's a lot of work involved in building a home, building a house. The family will make it a home. But I think that the Lord said He has chosen us to build a house as a refuge. Let's know Psalm 127, verse 1. It says, "Unless the Lord builds a house, the builders labor in vain." And all of our efforts and everything are really for nothing if the Lord is not building the house with us, or we're not building the house with Him, right? And it says, "And unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain." So I just wanted to share those two words before we begin our dedication of this cabin. And I want to start with, first of all, thanking Brian and Stephanie Kidman for your leadership and putting together a team to come here last year from Sioux Falls First. This is First Assembly of God, but they just call themselves Sioux Falls First. And this team that came here last year has, to all of us, became known as the Dakota team. So we have christened this house with the name Dakota to honor you guys, and also to thank you. To thank you for the effort you made to come, the sacrifices many people made to give, to help finance it, and the labor of all those that came and worked that week. And as I remember, it was a pretty hot week, kind of like it is now. A pretty hot week, and everybody worked really hard on this place. So I'd like to ask Stephanie if you'll come up and do us the honors. And first of all, get the scissors to cut a ribbon. Yep. I'd like us to take this oil and just, as in the Old Testament, they anointed the doorposts, with blood during the Passover, but we want to anoint them with oil, right? And basically as a symbolic of dedication to this house. So, but let's just anoint the doorpost here. And
yeah. Father, thank you because you are a provider. You are a refuge and you are a high tower. Thank you because this place will be for glorifying your name, for the people to be healed in every ways too, and to also be in part of your power, your understanding, to celebrate, to work, to honor you, and to glorify you and worship you anywhere, in any ways. Thank you, Lord, for this cabin, and we pray that the people will be also ministered as they do by your Spirit. Jesus.
So Stephanie, you do the honors.
Open up the door and go in.
Yep.
Praise the Lord!
If you want oil, let me know. I'll take the oil on you. So just pass it on.
Father, we pray that this would be a place of security, of refreshing, of laughter, of worship, of drawing near to you, and drawing near to one another. For couples, for families, for teams, or whoever may come in here, Father, this would be a place of blessing. And that from here, Lord, people would be strengthened, equipped, refreshed to go out, to work for you, to go and take the gospel wherever you lead people. May this be just a place, Lord, where your presence is felt and people draw near to you in Jesus' name.